Hello and welcome or welcome back to the Import Export Hub channel, everybody. Baz Baghdadi here, your host for the next couple of minutes. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I hope you are all doing great. And guys, without begging you to hit those small fanny buttons below this video, allow me to cover United States import dynamics from Thailand on a year-on-year basis in order to see together the largest absolute changes, both positive and negative. While towards the end of the video, I will cover the top 20 headings or products with the lowest variability considering the last 10 years. A quick approach, if you want, in what concerns Thailand's competitive advantage in its exports towards the United States. So first things first, the top 20 products or headings that saw the largest absolute positive change are in this first sheet, and basically we see that heading 8541, so semiconductor devices, saw the largest absolute positive change of some $2.6 billion, bringing the overall value for 2023 to almost $4.5 billion. And here, the interesting part is that it is coupled with very impressive compound annual growth rate for the last 10, 5, and 3 years, respectively. On the second spot, we see smartphones basically, so heading 8517 with an increase of $1.14 billion, and these two with interesting numbers in what concerns the compound annual growth rates. While on the third spot, we have electrical transformers, static converters, and the like, who saw a $685 million absolute positive change from, I don't know, $1.43 billion in 2022 to some $2.11 billion in 2023. And the list goes on with, I don't know, tubes, pipes, and hollow profiles, who saw an absolute positive change of $227 million. We see household or laundry type washing machines here. We see precious and semi-precious stones as heading is also present with some $105 million change. We see refrigerators and freezers with $64 million absolute positive change. We have floor coverings of plastics, so heading 3918. And the list ends with works trucks, video game consoles here on the 19th place with $25 million change, and the top 20 list ends with measuring or checking instruments, heading 9031, who saw an absolute positive change of some $22 million, bringing the overall value for 2023 around $85 million. So guys, these were the headings with the largest absolute positive changes, and now I will move to the negative ones, where the heading concerning PCs and laptops, so heading 8471, saw the largest absolute negative change of some $2.65 billion, bringing the overall 2023 figure to almost $6 billion. On the second spot, we have new pneumatic tires, so heading 4011, who saw a $547 million contraction, but still on the positive territory in what concerns the compound annual growth rates. While on the third spot, we have preparations of a kind used in animal feeding, in this case heading 2309, who had a $338 million contraction, bringing the overall figure for 2023 to some $603 million, down from the max 2022 figure of roughly $942 million. And the list goes on with plates, sheets, and strip of aluminium with almost $300 million contraction. What else do we have? We have articles of apparel and clothing accessories. Furniture not elsewhere specified is also here. So heading 9403 with $222 million contraction. What else do we have? We have natural rubber, aluminum foil is also present, articles of jewelry and parts thereof, so heading 7113, who saw $206 million contraction. We have air conditioning machines with $144.7 million contraction. Prepared or preserved fish is next with $144.4 million contraction. And the list ends with articles for the conveyance or packaging. Motorcycles follows. Most probably we're talking about Harley Davidson's manufacturing / assembly plant in Thailand. And the top 20 list ends with articles of plastics, heading 3926, who had $121 million contraction, bringing the overall figure for 2023 around $169 million. And guys, before I'm moving to my last sheet, please take a look at the compound annual growth rate columns here and see how for almost all the top 20 headings, the negative changes happened in the last 3 years. Most probably a pandemic-induced effect that is now fading. Anyways, now I will move to the last sheet in which I will cover the top 20 headings with the lowest variability. And we see that seeds, fruit, and spores leads the way with a coefficient of variation of 0.09. Then we see heading 0801, most probably cashew nuts, if you ask me, with a coefficient variation of 0.106 and a double-digit compound annual growth rate for the last 3 years. Then we have heading 2008, so fruits, nuts, and other edible parts with a coefficient of variation of 0.111 and some $404 million worth of imports for 2023. Then we see enzymes, women's or girls' sleeps. We have tapioca with a coefficient of variation of 0.12. We see t-shirts. We have carnival or other entertainment articles. So heading 9505. We see wigs, false beards, and the like with a coefficient of variation of 0.134 and some $4.6 million worth of imports. We see lasers, wood marquetry, and inlaid wood is also here. And the list ends with oscilloscopes and the garments made up of felt with a coefficient of variation of 0.145 and some $16.5 million worth of imports. So guys, as we can see here, we have quite a diversified list of products. Unfortunately, we don't see headings where Thailand can truly add value. The values are somewhat small, if you ask me, except maybe for headings like 2008, 6108, 8527, or 9506. And the worrying thing, if you ask me, is the negative changes in what concerns the compound annual growth rate for the last 10, 5, and 3 years, respectively, for almost all of them, which could mean that these sectors most probably will be replaced by others with a higher ranking in terms of added value. So let's say that Thailand right now is in a period of transition towards a higher order added value in the global value chain. Of course, some headings will stay, like, I don't know, fruits or mollusks, where Thailand has a strong competitive advantage, while others will definitely be replaced. But anyways, guys, time will tell how things will work out. You need to constantly check this. And of course, if you need a file, don't hesitate to drop me an email and I will send it to you. And without anything else to add to this conclusion, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to hit those small vanity buttons below this video. And as usual, until next time, keep your business safe. Thanks.